Tannen, where are you? This is supposed to be a surprise party, remember?
I'm sorry, Rachel. Look, we're running a little bit late right now. Your mom's been in about 15 different outfits, and nothing seems to be just quite right.
Tell her to wear the vest. The one with the champagne bottles on it and stuff.
The stuff...
She'll know what I mean. Just get over here before the happy couple beats you to it.
Right. We'll see you there. Red, come on. Got to get a move on, okay? Because at the rate we're going, we're never going to get going.
What's the matter?
I just like the vest with the stuff on the thing, you know.
With the what? What are you talking about?
Nothing. Come on, let's go. Let's just get going, all right?
Who was on the phone?
That was your daughter on the phone. She says Hank and Sheila are due back from their honeymoon any minute. If we don't shake a leg, we're going to blow the whole surprise. Come on. Come on, honey. What is it? You don't want to go to the party?
Well, to tell you the truth, no, I don't.
Okay, Dad. You were real nice about the first draft, and this is the real thing, all right? This has my soul in it, so just be gentle, okay?
Gentle? Was I gentle when you asked me to check your homework?
Yeah. You know, on second thought, why don't we just forget about me being a newspaper man?
It's too late. I've already got my red pencil all sharpened up for you. Now go on, get out of here and start working your next article. What is it, another stakeout?
Well, how about a piece on the new ski lodge on Lantano Mountain?
Ski lodge? What's the angle?
The angle?
Angle.
Human interest? It's human interest. Max and Luna just finished the repairs and restored the mountain sunset into the way it was before the fire, and, you know, I thought I would go up there and do a little investigating.
Ah, investigating.
Yeah.
Would you be doing this investigating alone?
Well, you know, as a matter of fact, Andy Harrison volunteered to go up there with me.
Oh. Crime beat at a ski lodge. You know, you and Officer Harrison are becoming quite a team, aren't you?
Well,
yeah. Oh, Joey.
Hi. Look, don't blame your secretary. I told her it was important.
it's okay. I was just leaving anyway.
No, wait. Kevin, you're the main reason I'm here.
Had it all figured out, didn't you, David? Covered every angle. What are you doing here? I'll tell you in one word.
Tina.
Hey, Vickers, you got a visitor. And a pretty one, too.
You know,
Cassie, what are you doing here?
Looking for some answers. One answer, really, to one question. The truth, David. Where is my mother?
Chapter 4. My early years were spent in a desperate struggle for security, for success. Victor Lord was never part of a plan. No, that's not what I want to say. Victor Lord, little did I suspect that Victor Lord was...
Good morning. You're up bright and early. What are you reciting?
I am not reciting. I'm writing. Arthur Vandenberg signed me to write my autobiography. That is before you plucked me out of my life.
Well, that's very interesting. You're composing it in your head. And then what? Are you going to dictate it to him through the ether?
It's keeping me sane. You should try it.
That's very good, Dorian. I hope you like the rose.
My, is this the same Jean that threatened my life last night? The same Jean who was so upset because David Vickers is back in town sitting in the Landview jail?
Well, that was last night. This is now. I was a little troubled, after all. If David Vickers is here in Landview, he couldn't very well be with you in Spain, could he?
You were more than troubled. You saw your plan blow up right in front of your face. Because when Cassie and Joe find out the truth, they're going to come looking for me. It's only a matter of time.
Let them look. I have the ultimate solution to my problem. Eat up, dear. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day.
both know that I've moved back into Landfair, but you don't know why. You were right. And you were right. You were both right. You know, everybody was right except for me. I mean, I'm the only one who wouldn't accept that Dorian never loved me. She was just using me for something I don't think I'll ever even understand. The point is, she's gone for good. I'm just something she couldn't fit inside her suitcase.
I'm sorry you had to go through this, son.
Don't be sorry, Dad. I mean, I had it coming.
You say that Dorian left town for good. How do you know that?
She wrote me a Dear Giuseppe letter all the way from Madrid, Spain. That she was sorry, of course, but it was time I knew that she and David were partners ever since he came to town. I guess murder and fraud make a pretty powerful aphrodisiac, huh?
I don't get it. I mean, if Dorian is supposed to be with David in Spain, how can she claim that? When Bo arrested the guy here yesterday.
What?
David Vickers is in jail.
Here in Landview?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if he and Dorian are lovers and they're supposed to be on the run, shouldn't they be together? I mean, I don't know. Maybe Bo can get some answers out of him about what Dorian is.
If David is here in town and Dorian isn't with him, then... No, you know what? Forget it. I don't care where she is. Spain, France, Brazil, I don't care. She's gone, and it's over.
Joey, it's okay to hurt. You wouldn't be normal if you didn't.
You know what I feel really rotten about, though, Dad, is the way I dumped on this family. Especially you, Kevin. I mean, those fights we had, if I could take that back, if I could go back...
Hey, I know. Joe, I missed you, buddy.
Forget it. I would rather starve to death than have you poison me to death.
Oh, Dorian, why must you always go for the melodrama? Haven't you realized by now I'm not a murderer? Believe me, if I were, my dear, you'd be long dead. Although, there are others who would like to see you that way.
Yes, I've met Tommy. But you were the one who said that you had the ultimate solution. What did you mean?
I mean, to do nothing. Absolutely nothing. You see, Dorian, unlike you, my mind doesn't run to a quick murder every time I'm in a bind. I stop, I think, and in the clear light of day, I see that I have very little to worry about.
Except for David Vickers, who's supposed to be in Spain with me.
That's not a problem. Because Cassie and Joey and even Bo, they're going to believe that you were lying about being with David to protect your real whereabouts, or to protect David's whereabouts, leaving him free to wander around Landview. Either way, your disappearance is going to continue unchallenged.
You don't know Cassie or Joe. They're never going to stop looking for
Joey
me.
has already given up on you. Your letter was so convincing. And I wouldn't really count on Cassie to conduct a long-term search for you, not after all the times you've let her down. They can live without you, Dorian. They will.
When the police question David...
Oh, they won't believe a word he says. David Vickers is a pathological liar.
Look, Cassie, I haven't seen your mother since I left Landview. That was weeks ago. I'm sorry. I don't know where she is.
Funny. When I spoke to her, she had a very clear idea where you were. She called me all the way from Spain to let me know that you two were together. Why would she make up a story like that?
Why does Dorian do any of the things that she does?
You know, David, she told me that she's in love with you.
She can tell you that 2 + 2 = 390, Cassie. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's true. I'm sorry, but your mom is not a very nice person.
Then tell me, David, what kind of relationship did you really have with my mother?
Simple. She used the information that I gave her to get herself off of death row. Now, whatever she's feeling, it ain't love. I'm sorry, but you gotta believe me, Cassie.
Oh, really? Why should I?
A, I'm not in Spain. B, Dorian has a history of running away and then denying it. And C, Cassie, she could have made that phone call from anywhere, even from across the street.
You know, David, I don't know who's lying. You or my mother. But there's a way to find out.
I was thinking about it, and then it just hit me, you know. I mean, this is Hank and Sheila's, special day. This is their first day back from their honeymoon. I'm sure they're going to want some privacy. They're not going to want a bunch of moochers around digging into their clam dip.
Honey, we're not the only moochers. They're eating their clam dip. You know, Rachel and Ben, they're going to be there.
Rachel and Ben are family.
Well, Rachel's your daughter. You're Hank's ex-wife. I'm his best friend. I mean, we got to be there. Oh, okay, wait a minute. There's something else you're not telling me right now. There's a reason you don't want to go.
I told you.
I know what you told me. Now I want you to tell me the truth.
Oh, are you calling me a liar?
Honey, I'm calling you human. That's all, human. I hit the nail right on the head, didn't I?
What nail, what head?
Honey, you and Hank have a history. Naturally, it's going to be tough for you to celebrate his homecoming with the new wife, the second wife.
That's a bunch of bull. I'm very happy for Hank and for Sheila.
Yes, of course you are, honey, in the abstract. But once they've done the deed, now it's real. See, she is Mrs. Gannon now.
Oh, you're right. I just didn't realize it until you said it this very minute. I mean, you're right. I wouldn't feel comfortable over there. I'd feel very uncomfortable over there. That's stupid.
No, that's what I love about you so much.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you didn't wear your heart on your sleeve, I just wouldn't love you so much. It's what makes you so irresistible. Dumb, but just irresistible.
Hey! So we're not going, are we?
No.
We're going to stay here.
So we go.
What do you mean we go?
No, we have to go. Look, you, Sheila, Hank, and me, we make a great foursome, don't we? You don't want to break up something like that, do you?
What are these things?
Beignets.
Beignets. You named them after me, huh?
You wish. They're donuts, the kind they serve in New Orleans. I want Dad and Sheila to feel like their honeymoon hasn't stopped.
These things feel like a honeymoon, huh?
Mm-hmm. Taste.
Oh.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I cooled them. Oh, no, they're home too soon. They spoiled everything.
Not everything.
Well, smells like somebody's been baking in my kitchen.
How did she know we were coming in early?
I don't know.
Welcome home.
Hey,
There they are.
How's Nolan? All right. Hey, good to see you guys. Showed up about an hour too early, but well, thanks a lot. What kind of a homecoming is that, huh? Hi.
Don't blame us. You got here before the other guests.
Well, the plane caught a tailwind and we got in early.
Yeah, the perfect end to the perfect honeymoon. Oh, I get that. Must be the rest of the welcoming committee.
Yeah. Oh. Surprise!
Sweetheart, I love a big party, but what made you invite Alex and Asa?
I didn't.
Come on in.
I suppose you're all wondering why we're here.
We stopped by the hospital, and they said that Ben was here. Good news like this just can't wait. Congratulations, Dr. Price.
Well, thanks.
Actually, we should wait for Renee. But why bother? On behalf of the entire hospital board, we're so very proud of you. The fellowship is yours.
What fellowship?
Only the most coveted medical prize of the year.
Hank, Alex is on the hospital board, and she's really behind this.
Sheila, your brother is going to be working with the finest doctors in London. It's the chance of a lifetime.
Congratulations, Doctor.
Thank you.
Wonderful.
Hey. All right.
The old Janet Green, the Janet Green that hurt people, is history.
What she wants.
I am not going to rest until my daughter and I are together again.
I'm not giving my baby up to a mad woman.
Is what she gets.
We can't let Janet tear us apart.
At long last, I've won. And Trevor's going to be the sorry loser.
She's got the will.
Leave Janet Green alone.
Dixie should be very afraid.
And the way.
I'll make it worth your while.
Watch out for Janet.
A new day is about to dawn in the valley.
All My Children. It's more than a storyline. It's a legacy.
I won't lie to you, Ben. You had some stiff competition for this award. Didn't he, Renee?
Yes, well...
Several young doctors were qualified to win the prize, but when the hospital board got together... Renee, why don't you tell him, since you are the official spokesperson, I don't want to hog the presentation.
You, a hog? Yes, well, there were several other candidates, Ben, but...
But your qualities overshadowed all of them. Isn't that what you're trying to say?
You tell me.
Ben, the bottom line was you were the most qualified. Sheila, you must be mighty proud of your brother.
We all are. Aren't we, Rachel? Oh, of course. They couldn't have made a better choice.
Ben Price in London. What a concept.
What's that supposed to mean?
Well, you know, your taste in music, your eating habits.
Oh, don't listen to him. You're going to be a marvelous ambassador of goodwill. And I am just glad that I was able to make a small, though pivotal, contribution to making this all happen.
Well, when Alex sets her mind to something, Ben...
You know, I think the one that really made all this happen is Ben.
Look, listen, I appreciate all these kind words, but this party is not supposed to be for me. We're here to welcome the honeymooners back home.
Hey, the good doctor is right. Alex, you've done your duty. Let's leave these folks to do their celebrating.
Oh, Ace, I wouldn't dream of leaving right now. I mean, this is the perfect time for Hank and me to put our heads together.
Really?
Well, yes. Since my dear friend has become the acting mayor, Liz McNamara, I'm going to be right by her side, helping her with a number of civic projects. So, you and I need to bond, Hank. The closer we learn to work together, the better it's going to be for the entire city of Landview.
Look, I'll get that. Whoever it is, you're right on time.
Hey, Hank, what are you doing here? You're supposed to be here later, you know. That's so we can surprise you.
Well, I'm sorry, Bo.
Yeah. Why don't you explain the surprise to him, will you? Congratulations. Where's your beautiful wife, anyway? Hey, Sheila. Welcome home. Hey, it's Bo and Nora.
Well, late as usual. Not much. I just came from the Landview jail.
Why would you go there?
Well, I had to after it did.
What's happened? Something happened, Cassie?
Well, frankly, I don't really know, which is why I came to see you, because you know both of them.
Both?
My mother and David. Yesterday, I got a phone call from my mother.
You spoke to Dorian. Where is she?
Well, she claimed that she's in Spain with David.
Oh, that's just as Joey had feared. I'm so sorry, Cassie.
No, Vicky, she claimed that she was there. Almost at the same time she was on the phone with me, David was being arrested here in Landview.
Oh, yes, Bo told me that David was arrested, but I don't really see the confusion. I mean, it's obvious that Dorian and David have been in collusion. They probably still are.
Well, I had to go see David today. And he swears that he hasn't seen my mother since she left Landview, and that was weeks ago.
Cassie, you didn't believe him.
Well, he seemed pretty sincere, and... Well, he said that he and my mother had never been romantically involved, and he says that...
He said that he was my brother, but he has been proven to be a liar and an opportunist and someone who is not to be trusted.
What if I can't trust what he said about my mother?
Cassie, you can't trust your mother.
That phone call was meant to mislead me? Well, why would she do such a thing? Especially if she knew that David was coming back here. Vicky, there was something very different about that phone call. She didn't have her usual forced brightness that she always has when she's trying to cover up something that she's done. There was this fear.
Well, I'm sure there was fear. I'm sure she was afraid that you would see through her deception. Oh, Cassie, I'm so sorry to have to say this, but, you know, given your mother's history with bending the truth...
She doesn't bend the truth. She breaks it and having stomps all over it. Gosh, okay, which is why I hope that you agree that I did the right thing.
You're coming to me, but of course.
No, but go to the police station before I got here.
The police?
Yeah, I asked them to contact the telephone company. Any long-distance phone call can be traced, right? Vicky, I have to know exactly where my mother is calling from.
One Life to Live will continue in a moment here on ABC.
Oh, now come on. What is the problem? You afraid to eat a little too much snow?
No. Hey, listen, excuse me. Me, one ski, backwards, I beat you down the hill and do a couple somersaults off the moguls in between.
Oh, yeah? Well, you know what? Talk is cheap, Shorty.
Oh, I'm tempted. No, you know what? Maybe next time.
Come on, if you're worried about being the fifth wheel.
No, I mean it. I just wouldn't be much fun.
Come on, Joey, be like
Kevin.
Come on. All right, that's fine. But you know what? Whenever you feel up to it, that offer stands.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Son, drive safely.
Thank you, Dad. See you guys.
Bye-bye. Kevin, thanks for the offer.
You know, you made your old man kind of happy just now. Seeing two brothers, friends again. Kind of like the old days, like it used to be. Meanwhile, I'm glad you moved back home. Your mother needs you more than ever these days.
Yeah. You know, I've forgotten how fragile she is. Not until that vase episode at home.
Vase? What vase?
I walked into the foyer the other day, and there was Mom, and there was this vase on the floor smashed into just a million bits, and she said she dropped it, but...
But what?
She just wasn't herself. I mean, she was so flustered and angry, like she was just on the edge.
Well, Joey, that's kind of to be expected, isn't it? I mean, losing Sloan and all.
You know, that's what she said, too, that it was just the grief, but... I don't know, Dad. I think there's something else going on with Mom that... It's more than she's letting on.
You're involving the police, searching phone records.
Yeah, the police said it's no big deal. A computer does it. It's part of the billing process.
It seems so extreme.
Vicky, not if it helps me find my mother. What if something or someone made her make that phone call and lie to me about where she is?
Oh, Cassie. Oh, dear Cassie, I hate to say this. I really do believe that your mother is simply doing what she has always done, and that is taking care of herself. You are the one that I'm worried about. You have been through such a stressful year. Do you really want to put yourself through a search, particularly one that could prove to be painful and pointless? But if your mother doesn't want to come back, she won't.
But what if she's out there against her own choice?
Oh, Cassie, she left of her own free will. Please, dear. She took her suitcases with her. And wherever she is, if she's in Spain or Timbuktu or with David or all alone, it makes no difference. She's gone. It's very clear that she has no intention of coming back. And for your own sake, and for Andrew and River, you really have to accept that and get on with your life.
Vicky, I know there's never been any love lost between you and my mother. But I can't forget about her. She's still my mother. Not when I have this feeling inside of me that she could be in danger. I have to know the truth.
All right. But at least, Cassie, let me handle this for you.
No, thank you. Anyway, like I said, I've already spoken to the police, and they've been in touch with the phone company, and they'll take it from here.
All right, of course.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to offend you or anything.
I'm not offended, Cassie. I must say I'm not very happy with this decision of yours, because I am your friend, and I hate to see you setting yourself up for such a disappointment.
Well, Vicky, you are my friend, and you always will be. to tell Joey that I'm having the phone call traced.
Don't do that. Please. Please, Cassie. He's having an awfully difficult time getting over your mother. I don't want him being given any false hope now, please.
All right. All right. I'll keep it to myself for a while.
Thank you.
Thanks for listening.
Cassie, I hope I didn't upset you.
No, not a bit. I just got to get home, and the police are going to contact me. And thanks anyway. It's really good that I can come over here and talk to you. Bye.
Bye. This is all falling apart now. That can't happen. This simply cannot happen.
At least a new pediatric wing. I just adore those little invalid children. Not because they're sick, of course, but I'd like to construct them a building.
You know, darling, you have just been named to the hospital board. How about taking it one step at a time?
Oh, Renee, that's a speed I've never acknowledged. Trust me, I know exactly what I'm doing. And I know exactly how to get things done.
I hope you know what you're doing, Pa. Alex on a hospital board?
At least it keeps her off the streets.
I'm just as stunned as you are. I swear, I never thought I'd win this fellowship.
I did. You deserved it.
Baby, look at me. This means we'll have to be apart. Now, if you don't want me to take this fellowship in London, I won't. You are the most important thing.
There's no discussion. This is a chance of a lifetime, Ben. I will never forgive you if you don't take advantage of it. Well, of course, that doesn't mean I won't miss you, but they have airplanes and I can come and visit you. You can show me London and we'll have a great time. And before you know it, the year will fly by.
If I told you how terrific you are.
How terrific am I? But last night, we took a cruise on the Mississippi. Dancing, gumbo, champagne. Ah, heaven. You might agree with me, Mr. Gannon.
Always, Mrs. Gannon. Listen, I think I'll go make some coffee, and maybe Alex and Asa might get the hint. Excuse me.
Hints don't work with Alex. You need another approach, like a 2x4.
You know, there's a statute of limitations on everything except for murder, counselor. You ever going to be able to forgive me for what happened between your brother and me?
You're right. It was more than 20 years ago. It was a mixed-up time. You, me, RJ. We were all caught up in the confusion. But that was then. This is now.
Well, then and now have a tendency to come together. Especially on your wedding day when RJ threw all of this in your face.
Look, they're waiting for the coffee. Grab that tray, huh?
Hank, I'm sorry. And I'm sorry that RJ did his level best to ruin what should have been the happiest day of your life.
Well, he tried. But he failed.
He hurt you. I hurt you. God, what I would give to take back that one stupid, self-destructive night with RJ. There's no excuse for why it happened. I I need to explain to you why it happened.
Nora, we're divorced. We have been for years. Look, you've got your life with Bo. I've got mine with Sheila. You don't owe me anything.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I was your wife, and I betrayed you with your own brother.
Look, we were different people back then. Way too young to be married. And RJ, he took advantage of you.
You know, I wish I could blame it all just on youth. Or just on RJ. But you remember what our marriage was like. We were both so wrapped up in our classes and you with your sports, and we didn't have much time for each other. And when we did have time,
we fought.
Oh, boy, did we fight. I'm sorry, Hank. I never felt that you were particularly interested in me, in my dreams or my ambitions, or the things that were important to me. I didn't think that they were important to you. So any free time that I had, instead of coming back to the apartment where I'd either be alone or you and I would fight, I go and hang out at the campus pub and drink a lot. And then sometimes, some nights, we'd close that place down and move on to somebody's house and drink some more and drink a lot. And one night RJ came. And he talked to me. And he listened. And in my drunken stupor, I felt important. I thought he was interested in me. I made a heck of a lot of mistakes in my life, Hank. That one's a doozy. Do you think someday you'll ever be able to forgive me? For Rachel's sake. For mine.
All right, it's my turn now. When RJ showed up at the wedding, and he dropped that bombshell, oh, you're right, I was damn angry. At you, at him. But I've been working it out. It's hard. Still is hard. But back then, it took 3 people, Nora. Not 2. You weren't the only selfish one in this marriage. We both made mistakes. The important thing is, look where we are now.
We're free and clear of RJ.
Yeah. And we're friends. In a lot of ways, Nora, you're the best friend I've ever had. And no matter what happened back then, no matter how many mistakes we made, I will never change.
Thanks again for coming. All right.
And even more for leaving.
That was brilliant, Sheila. Absolutely brilliant. Did you hear her when she cornered Alex and started bringing up things like budgets, administrative details? Alex couldn't wait to get out the door.
Trust me, I know what I'm doing, and I know exactly how to get things done.
Okay, boys and girls, let's get this party in gear.
Sir.
All right, Sheila.
Yum, yum.
Tell your brother to put on some music, huh?
First things first, I want Renee to tell us all about that fellowship. Do they know how lucky they are to be getting this genius brother of mine?
They will when they meet him. He's been attached to the London Society of Special Surgery, only the most prestigious organization in the entire country.
Whoa.
Yeah.
All right.
You get over to London.
How are you doing? Huh?
Proud? Happy?
Mm-hmm.
Come on, let's go listen.
Well, I see I'm your mother. Now you have to come with me because we're going to talk.
Just once I wish they'd give me a client who isn't determined to lose the case before it even starts.
I didn't ask you to defend me, Ms. Mitchell.
I didn't ask for you either. But that's how it goes when you're a public defender. Now, you are looking at a series of felonies, including conspiracy to defraud. So why don't you pick your chin up off the floor and tell me the whole story?
I don't know where to begin. It all started so simple, and then somewhere along the line...
It got complicated. What's her name?
It's not like that. I mean, yeah, it's a woman, but I don't love her. In fact, I hate her. The dumbest thing I ever did was come into town to rescue Dorian Lord.
Medical school was backbreaking. That's awful. Oh, I can't do this. But I have to. It's the only thing that's going to keep me sane. Okay. Medical school was all her fault. Her benefits her fault. All because of your daughter. Oh, my, Jean, we are in a state, aren't we?
You think this is funny? Is that what you think?
I think that you're losing your famous cool. Dear, you better get a grip.
Tell that to Cassie. She's the one tracing the phone call. She's going to ruin everything.
That's my daughter.
No. This is your fault. You should have been more convincing on the phone. You're the one who's going to get Victoria in trouble.
Be careful, Jean. I mean, you better calm down.
Don't you tell me to calm down. Tell me nothing. Nobody gives me orders. Nobody.
Oh, my God. Hello, Tommy.
Shut up! Never should have been in this mess. I should have killed you when I had the chance.
Mom, will you stop looking for something to worry about?
I'm a mother. That's what mothers do.
I'm gonna really miss Ben, but at the same time, I'm thrilled. A chance like this doesn't come along every day.
No, but neither does a man that you're in love with.
Well, if it's real love, then this year apart won't hurt us. Besides, who has time for romance? I've got moot court coming up, and I'm way behind in my program.
Oh, I doubt that. If anything, you're probably over-prepared. Oh, come on, honey. Take a couple of days off. Fly over to London with Ben and have some fun while he's settling into London life.
He has his work, I have mine.
I understand that, sweetheart. I do, but everybody needs a break.
Not me. I'm nowhere near ready for a break. Nowhere near.
You should have been here last night. We were busy.
So was I. You'll be happy to know the hospital board made the decision on the London Fellowship. Dr. Ben Price won by unanimous choice.
Well, thank you, Alex. You've done a wonderful thing for Ben. He was happy, wasn't he?
Stunned is more like it. But after the realization set in, he seemed pretty pleased with himself.
And Rachel? How did she take the news?
Funny you should ask. She seemed very subdued to me. Happy for him, of course, but sad. I hope she won't miss him too much.
She probably will. But I'll make sure my niece has a shoulder to cry on. This is a time for family.
You know, Joey, I wouldn't worry about your mom too much. She's going through some tough times right now, but she'll come through it stronger than ever. She always does.
Yeah, but she's always had you there to help her. You know, Dad, now that Sloan is gone, do you think
Joey,
there's a chance?
Don't let yourself even think that way.
Why not?
Because too much has happened since your mom and I were together. Too much has changed.
I never should have backed off. I should have killed you. No. I should have killed you when I had the chance.
Tommy! No! No! Tommy, please, look, I've never done anything.